So Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. I got to see an early screening of this gem about 2-3 weeks ago. I didn't really give my review at the time because Star Wars is coming out and I didn't want to taint that release, but now the Star Wars is out of the way, I can focus back on this atrocity of a movie. It is actually slated to be released in February 2016. I really wish it was February 3016 because that gives me even more time to warn you against this movie. So much so that I have a special guest coming up in a few minutes to help me illustrate the rating for this movie, because this movie is as worthless as Charlie Sheen in a safe-sex rally. Ooh, too soon? And with that, I welcome you to another episode of The Real Mentor, where my goal is always to enhance your movie watching experience, because that's what a good mentor does. So Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies is directed by the same guy who gave it 17 Again and Charlie St. Cloud. Should have known against really actually seeing this movie. But I went anyway because I sacrificed myself and watched even the bad ones so you guys don't have to, remember that. But that all notwithstanding, the trailers itself seemed okay. I figured it might be a cross between Zombieland and Kick-Ass in a way, over-the-top action, so cool zombie creatures and all that. And for the first 10 minutes, don't get me wrong, I was kind of excited about what I was watching. It's very offbeat, very creative, different. It starts off with the main character, Mr. Darcy's hunting down one of the zombies, and then it leads into the credits, which is almost like a fairy tale account, or you see like almost like a storybook. Patrick Stewart's narrating, and he explains to you how the zombies came to be. And this takes place in London, and London built a wall around itself so the zombies couldn't get through. All the people are in there, protected, but they're still very worried about what may come and the dangers that lie beyond the wall. But after the first 10 minutes or so, if even, the movie takes a nosedive. It becomes an absolute mess. Nothing redeeming about it. First of all, this movie is not Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. It's Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies? Don't get me wrong, there are zombies in there sprinkled throughout, but they're more of a plot device. It really focuses on the love story, and I wanted to see zombies. That's the point. This is why they have zombies in the bottom. You want to see the gore and over-the-top action. Walking Dead has kind of ushered in the new era of zombies, and all these movies are coming out, and I figured, okay, this is going to give us a different take on the love story, give us something else besides watching, Mr. Darcy go after Elizabeth Bennet. These guys are so mundane, it's insipid, the love story is worthless. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind a good love story every so often, but the characters have to be interesting, and these guys are worthless. Him in particular, this guy was a complete asshole when the movie started. He was an asshole during the movie. He's an asshole when the movie ended. There's nothing redeeming about this guy, and why should we care about him or her? It was worthless. So I figured, okay, let's at least see some cool zombie action. But unfortunately, the director drops the ball. He's read a lot of quick cuts. You can't see what the hell is going on when there is action, not much of it. The gore, non-existent. They turn away from the gore. The zombies do look okay, don't get me wrong, but there's no horror elements at all. And again, if you want to see a love story, just watch the original Pride and Prejudice, because the zombies here are an afterthought. Hated it. And besides the worthless love story and the lack of zombies, the dialogue is laughable. It has some good moments of humor early on, but then it just fell flat. And there's really nothing much I could say about this movie except, dude, you guys got to stay away from this like the plague. There's no reason for you guys to even consider watching this movie. It's a train wreck beyond train wrecks, and the director, I hope we never seen again. He's actually a decent writer. He writes a lot of stuff for Tarantino, Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, for example, but he should not be behind the camera because he does not know what the hell he's doing. It's a mess. Having said that, I'm gonna give this my lowest rating on the show, but I'm contractually obligated not to put myself in harm's way. So I'm gonna introduce somebody here who's always wanted to come on camera. I wanted to thank him for all the help he's given me. So I'm gonna step aside for a second and have him come in and demonstrate my lowest rating. My stunt double himself, the real mentor stunt double, coming in, man. Sup, bro? How you doing, dude? Doing all right. All right, so tell us any positives about the movie that you saw? I guess not. Well, without further ado, here's my lowest rating, which he showed so aptly demonstrate. Of course, The Mask of Shame. Garbage. So Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, if you're gonna watch it, don't. If you do, don't comment. I don't wanna know if you did. All that notwithstanding, always follow me at The Real Mentor on Twitter, and of course, subscribe below and continue to feed my need to go to the movies and talk about it afterwards, even the crappy ones like this, because someone has to watch it. See you guys next time.